Hi, this is Fabian Trahan, and welcome to Ectophobia Radio, the Paris Sanctum Podcast. This is episode 25 of the Paris Sanctum Podcast. Haunted Southern Idaho. November 26, 2022. I hope that each and every one of y'all had a great Thanksgiving. Now, a year ago, I'd done a story about Plymouth Rock and the Pilgrims and how the founding of America, that Plymouth Rock was America's haunted hometown. Well, this year, I'm going to go west. We're going to do Idaho, because I have not done Idaho yet. I've done Arizona. I'm going to start doing a few more western states. I'm going to, of course, mix it up like salt and pepper, but we're going to definitely be doing some more western states. And on that note, let's talk about Idaho. Now, there's this great site, visitsouth-idaho.com. I went throughout most of Idaho's various stories, and we may visit Idaho again in the future, but today I'm going to focus on southern Idaho. VisitSouthIdaho.com has this wonderful six-tail website. It says, Haunted Southern Idaho, 6 of the region's most hair-raising spots. So, we've got 6 interesting stories. And they're all based on physical, historical, and somewhat interesting locations. Seems like they're going to be pretty interesting. I haven't read it yet. I'm doing this on the fly. So let's get to it. Haunted Southern Idaho, 6 of the region's most hair-raising spots. Southern Idaho has plenty of places that go bump in the night. From one of the area's earliest homesteads to the gravesite of a notorious mass murderer. Do you dare explore these spooky spots? Number 1. The Stricker Ranch. The historic home of Rock Creek Station, an early bustling stagecoach stop, has long been a haven for paranormal investigators. But why? The house was built in 1901 by Herman Stricker and his partner John Botsit on a site that had already been a stagecoach station for more than 35 years. There is a small cemetery on the Rock Creek Station property, the final home to unlucky travelers who never made it to their destination. Some have seen shadowy figures there, and others have sensed the bustling presence of Herman Stricker's wife. You can visit the site from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., but for the best chance of seeing Miss Stricker or other entities, get there early or late. The spirits seem to be active around dusk. It is located at 3175 Stricker Cabin Road in Hanson, Idaho. Number 2, Howell's Opera House in Oakley. Oakley is home to some of the most outstanding Victorian architecture in Idaho, and to ghostly presences at its old opera house. The Howell Opera House is still used today for performances and productions. The building was built by and named for B.P. Howells, the first prosecutor for Cassia County. In his book, Ghost of Idaho's Magic Valley, Hauntings and Lore, Andy Weeks writes, "One time during a play, when the actors and actresses were dressed in cowboy attire, some of the cast members noticed an added person on stage. When it was inquired who the additional woman was, no one knew, and she could not be found anywhere afterwards. Howell's Opera House is located at 160 North Blaine Avenue in Oakley, Idaho. Number 3. The gravesite of Lady Bluebeard. In the early 20th century, Lida Southard's murderous exploits made major national headlines. She married 7 times, and 4 of those marriages made her a widow, a suspiciously high number. In 1915, Southard's husband, brother-in-law, and young daughter all died on a Twin Falls ranch. Just before his untimely death, her husband had taken out a significant life insurance policy. Shortly after, Southard remarried and moved to Montana. There, her second husband died in 1918, also after taking out a life insurance policy. According to Michelle Matthews with the Twin Falls Times-News, the county sheriff's department deputy led the case investigation. By the time they tracked her down, she was on her 5th still living husband and had been widowed a 4th time in 1920. They brought her from Honolulu to stand trial in Idaho. Southard was convicted and sent to the old Idaho State Penitentiary. She escaped in 1931 and was eventually released on probation in 1941, pardoned in 1942, and died in 1958. Lida Southard is buried at Sunset Memorial Park in Twin Falls. You can visit Sunset Memorial Park at 2296 Kimberly Road in Twin Falls, Idaho. Number 4 in our Haunted Southern Idaho podcast. Albion, Idaho College. Rumors about ghostly activities have haunted the Albion, Idaho College campus since the 1940s. The state founded the college in 1893. Before it closed in 1951, hundreds of students had passed through its halls, and it seems that some never left. The current owners, Trey and Heather Mortensen, told the Twin Falls Times-News that before they turned on electricity in the buildings, they could see lights emanating from its windows. Featured on the Travel Channel show Ghost Adventures, the school attracted national attention. Lately, the school is most famous for the haunted mansions of Albion. It is a uniquely terrifying experience created every fall for thrill-seeking guests. Actors in gruesome makeup chase and thoroughly frighten willing attendees as they roam the campus buildings. Number 5, Sidewinder's Bar and Grill in Murtaugh. In the book, The Ghost Hunter's Field Guide, over 1,000 haunted places you can experience, by Rich Newman, it details the Sidewinder's Bar as haunted by a poltergeist-like entity that turns lights and the jukebox off and on. Sometimes patrons can hear a ghostly piano. Maybe this should be expected. The building has been around for nearly 110 years and has been occupied by many different establishments. You can find the Sidewinder's Bar and Grill at 109 Archer Street, Murtaugh, Idaho. And finally, number 6, Get In Gooding. Designed by renowned architectural firm Tortolot and Hummel, the Gooding University Inn is a beautiful building. Built on land donated by Frank Gooding for a college, the school ran from 1917 to 1941, but it's the landmark's history as a tuberculosis hospital in 1947 that thickens the stories around its hauntings. The 19,000 square foot building has attracted ghost hunters for years, who hear disembodied footsteps and other scary sounds in its halls. Thank you for listening to episode 25 of the Parasanctum Podcast, Haunted Southern Idaho. I hope you take care with whatever it is that you're doing. And I hope each and every one of you have a very happy Christmas and holiday season. Until next month, be safe out there. Talk to you later. Bye-bye for now.